I wonder whether there's a difference between the US and the UK in the sense that in the US there's just an awful lot more stock. And people say in the UK there's limited stock as the thing that puts an underpinning and it makes it different.
There seem to be at the moment definitely supply side constraints in terms of the housing market, but also on the demand side we know that there's consumer-led lack of risk appetite. What I'd be interested to know from Michael is we've got a very much out of kilter macroeconomic policy in this country. Fiscal policy is tight, monetary policy is loose. The gap, if there's some way of measuring the gap between those two extreme positions, is probably wider than it's ever been. Would you take the view, and we've got this Chancellor's debate tonight, that actually the way to go is to loosen fiscal policy as well, reduce tax rates as well?
No, I mean I think the public finances are in such poor shape that we need some credibility enhancing tightening of fiscal policy, which will allow monetary policy to remain very loose, and I think monetary policy is more powerful than fiscal policy. I think it's very important to keep interest rates low for as long as possible. That helps debt servicing costs, it helps the consumer at least keep its head above water. I agree there needs to be some adjustment in terms of pay down of debt, but I think for the time being keeping interest rates lower is more important than changing fiscal policy.
It's simply not doing that. Lower interest rates is not leading to businesses getting more funds. It's not leading to lower interest payments for the consumer. Those rates are still stuck at near double-digit levels in terms of what the consumers are having to pay. And as I say, businesses aren't getting money. So
it is helping banks to recapitalise.
It's great for the banks, not great for the rest of the economy.
Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing, though,
recapitalising? It's incredibly painful when you look at 50% higher personal income tax rate. That's what's really painful and causing the economy not to recover, isn't it?
Mortgage rates are not in double digits, so mortgage interest rates have come down, and debt servicing costs have come down, admittedly not by as much as you would have hoped given the low bank rate. So I think that is an important sustain for the household balance sheet. Of course, the savings ratio has been rebuilt. The household sector has adjusted its position quite a lot. Yes, I mean I agree. I mean, imposing higher marginal tax rates is not the way to get the economy and businesses going again.
Yes, aren't we, for two reasons. One is, it looks like the reduced pension contributions aren't necessarily being used to spend money on the high street. No. They're done out of necessity, so it's not necessarily helping the broader economy. And secondarily, we've been told for a very long time that we're getting into an ageing population, and that we're supposed to save more and more for our pensions, not less. This just adds to the broader time bomb of debt. Is there any silver lining in any of this?
To be honest, probably not. Not where we are now, and again, without the political consensus of what do we do next. I mean, you know, now could be the opportunity where we actually grasp this and say that compulsion is required. The reason why we can't go compulsion is because each political party is worried it seems to be a tax. Now is the time to stand back and go, actually, look, this is how we must go forward. We have an endemic situation of a loss of saving culture in this country. We need to address it.
Yeah, a loss of saving culture, which their policies are not helping. Are not helping at all.
Agreed.
Dame, thanks very much to you for joining us. Dame Sankum, Head of Corporate Defined Contribution, Punter Southall. Apish, we're out of time. Good to see you today. Thank you so much for joining us. Apish Patel from Perfini.